Yeah, let's put his album up, or the CD, and because, again, he is a gangster rapper, and then on the CD, right on the cover, you see a revolver and bullets. Let's take a listen, and then we'll talk about what your attorney just said.
You can get a full clip, my about the bullshit, and make your top disappear like an illusionist.
Okay, so do you deny that your lyrics encourage or promote violence of any kind?
I don't think they promote any. I mean, I'm not saying to go do this or do that. I'm just painting a picture, man, of urban street life. Like, that's it. Like, the studio is my canvas, basically. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'm just painting a picture. That's it. I'm not telling anybody to go out and kill somebody or go do something. I'm not doing anything differently than the game, say.
Okay, so but here's what the prosecutors are saying, that somehow you benefited from crimes committed by other gang members, as well as elevated your stature as a gangster rapper, and that's kind of the issue here. Do you agree with that?
Right. No, I don't agree with that.
Yeah.
I get up and go to work every day. I mean, how am I benefiting from what somebody's doing? Like, yeah. I'm not a big out. I haven't sold 1 million records or anything. And if you want to, I'm saying, people can go out and listen to the album for themselves and see, does it make you want to go kill somebody or something like that? And they can pick that. You go check the album out at sickness.net, SICCNESS.net, and see for yourself, listen for yourself. And you tell me.
That's a good pitch. That's a good pitch, right here on CNN.
I mean,
you're not the first rapper, too, to face criminal charges due to explicit lyrics in your music. Do you feel that the rap music or the rap industry may somehow unfairly be targeted due to racial or social or even economic factors?
Of course. I feel like this whole case is racial. It's 33 black men accused of doing this stuff. There's girls from gangs too. Why didn't they pick up any girls? You know what I mean? It's crazy. Like,
no, one thing that needs to be pointed out is that the shootings are unsolved, so they don't actually know who did the shootings. Rather, they're choosing to focus their resources on taking Brandon Duncan and his rap music off the streets and prosecuting the person that says the word gun, rather than going after the person that actually uses a gun.
That's what I want to ask you about. This law is part of an anti-gang initiative package passed by California voters back in 2000. Is Brandon's case a correct application of this law, you believe?
No, it's not. You know, that law was brought to the legal analyst back in 2000, and the legal analyst has rejected it and said it's completely unconstitutional. And what the District Attorneys Association did was take that law and put it under Prop 21 and took it to the voters under the guise of stomping out gang violence. Of course, the voter's going to say, well, I'm not for gang violence, so sure, I'll vote for that, not knowing the ramifications of the law. But this law, the way they're applying it now, is basically prosecuting Brandon Duncan, who they admit has no involvement or knowledge of these shootings, because he said the word gun, or rhymed the word gun, and leaving the person who actually fired the shots still out on the streets.
Midwin, do you think this is a misplaced application of the law, or is it correct?
I do think it's a misplaced application of the law. And listen, I understand what these prosecutors are trying to do. They are trying to stamp out gang violence in a community that wants that to be done. But I just don't know whether this is the best vehicle to do that, because one of the theories that they have is that this rapper benefited financially.
Yeah, they're saying that the law,
this gang activity.
The law is designed to prevent gang members from profiting off of criminal acts. So are artists responsible?
But where is the criminal act is the question, because as his attorney just said, the prosecutors themselves do not say that he had anything to do with those shootings, nor does he have any knowledge of the shootings. So when you look at this from a conspiracy perspective, usually, generally, conspiracies require someone who had active involvement or some direct knowledge, and you don't have that here.
Brandon, you going to continue to rap the way you're doing, or are you going to change anything?
I mean, freedom of speech, I would love to continue to rap, but, you know, these people have you scared to do anything around here, man. So it's like, I feel like they're trying to eradicate black men, like not eradicate gangs. I feel like they're trying to eradicate black men. That's how I feel, because, like I said, it's 33 black men in jail, not anybody else, so it's weird.